support you, to be proud of you, to love you, and to remind you every day of why you're here together. And for me, this is why I became a marriage celebrant. I get to marry people I love, and that's an enormous privilege. And I've known Regan for about 18 years, and I know I don't have to tell anyone here what a true loyal friend he is. Albeit a little crazy, a little wild at times, but he's a whole lot of fun to be around, and he's a genuine, loving human being. But also, he has an extraordinary ability for physical endurance, which I know all of his family and friends have experienced at some stage. Regan, you are a freak of nature, but we wouldn't have you any other way. I always wondered who would be the woman that would capture his heart. I knew she would have to be extraordinary. You are extraordinary, Kristin.
Yay!
Not only are you intelligent, beautiful, very tall, worldly, very organised, but you also have that amazing ability for physical endurance. That's why you two fit well together. You have fun together, and you clearly need to be together.
Come on, get it out.
And she said she would get emotional.
She's going to read a lecture about not getting emotional.
Do you want me to take it?
Oh, it's getting hot
Okay, you were clearly meant to be together. But there is a person here who I think is going to be able to sum up these two people and their courtship much better than I am. That person is Regan's cousin and close friend, Vaughan Lynch, who has his own unique version and interpretation of Kristin and Regan's romance. So if I could get Vaughan to come up now. We didn't rehearse this, so we'll just wing it.
Thanks. It's a pleasure to be here. In putting this together, it's a pleasure to have been asked to put this together, I should say. I thought I'd try and capture some of the experiences that I've had with Regan over the years and now with Kristin. So I wrote it like this, and if I could sing it I would, but I won't put you through that. In the beginning, Regan's life was like this. I was down at the New Amsterdam, staring at this yellow-haired girl. Mr. Jones strikes up a conversation with a black-haired flamenco dancer. You know, she dances while his father plays. And I'll be disappointed if Regan doesn't sing that later on. As life progressed, I felt that the following verse more accurately resembles Regan's life. There was movement at the station, for the word had passed around that the colt from old regret had got away, and he joined the wild bush horses, many of who I can see today in the crowd. He was worth £1,000, so the cracks had gathered to the fray. And for the last verse, I summed it up like this. Then he met the beautiful, fantastic Kristin, and his life was transformed in the most wonderful way. Might need a tissue. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong. Just remember in the winter, far beneath the bitter snows, lies the seed that with the sun's love, in the spring becomes the rose.
get married, you marry the other person for life. I prefer to say that you marry the other person because they are your life. Regan and Kristin today is the start of this life. So with all that said, it's time for me to get to the formal part of the wedding ceremony. And we've got some heartbeat yet.
Long wedding.
So my name is Raylan Lawson, and as a registered civil marriage celebrant, I'm duly authorised by law to conduct this marriage today. According to the laws of Australia, before Kristin Regan is joined in marriage in my presence, in the presence of you, the witnesses, I'm obliged to publicly remind you of the solemn, the serious and the binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of a man to a woman to the exclusion of all others, and is voluntarily entered into with the intention that it will last for life. Whilst this is the current law in Australia, Kristin Regan and I would like to express our wish that this law will soon be changed, so that everyone, no matter what their gender, will have the right to marry the person they love and have a wedding day just like this. Regan Joseph Ryan, before your family and friends today, will you take Kristin to be your lawful wedded wife? Will you love her, laugh with her, be proud of her, comfort and support her when life gets tough, grow old with her and find new reasons to love her every day? I will. Kristin Justine Regan, before your family and friends today, will you take Regan to be your lawful wedded husband? Will you love him, laugh with him, comfort, support him when life gets tough, grow old with him, and find new reasons to love him every day? I will. Trying to describe what love is can be sometimes a difficult one. That's why the expression of love is so often used in stories, poems, and songs. Love can be described in many ways, and even though love can look different from one person to the next, we all pretty know what love looks like, and I think we can see that here today. Kristin Regan, everyone here is here because they love you. And who best to share with you about what love means than the people who love you the most? So we have a couple of readings to share from some friends of Kristin's. The first being Nicole James, who has a reading from The Miserables, chapter 4 by Victor Hugo.